Hello, and welcome to my happy place. I decided that I needed to get back to working in my stash and crafting with you. The last time I was at this table, I had just started to work on my stash, and I told you, if you will remember, that this entire room was chaos. The only sane place in the room was the tabletop. Well, almost 3 days later, it's finally under control. This entire studio was in a whirlwind, but my new printer is now up on the wall so that I can reach it comfortably. My husband's idea. And I imagine that he'll say to himself, why did I ever say, Carol, wouldn't you like to use that wall space that you have for some shelves? Well, I kind of warmed to the idea. And, well, the bottom line is everything in this studio was touched, looked at, reevaluated, because I am not going to be doing some of the art that I had been doing because of my new love, junk journaling. And I must say, though, on a happy note, I have more room in my closet on the shelf to keep all of my Etsy together in one place. That is a very big plus. And I have a little bit, maybe 20% more room in general in here, empty space waiting for me to fill up. Well, needless to say, some of the books that I have been finding to provide collage, some of those books must weigh 15 pounds apiece. And now I got to handle them all, pulling them up and down over my head and so forth. Don't ask, because it was not pretty, and these old bones are letting me know that it's going to probably take until Thursday to be my perky little self again. But here I am, back in my happy place, and as I look around this studio, I'm really quite happy that we did all that. So, let me share some of the things I did, a half an hour here, an hour there, in the realm of sanity maintenance. I made some more. The last time we were together, I had done 2, and this one is in a pink motif, as you can see. So I did that one. And I did this one in blue. And this one in yellows. And I am so tickled at the way this came out. I don't know why, but this was on a piece of Happy Mail, and this was a recent, this tatting was a recent find, so I did that one, and one more. And when I did this one, I said, you know, I want some more white background, and so I thought I'd share these with you, and I'm going to set those aside out of harm's way, and I'm going to make another one with some white background, and I'm going to use this Painted Garden book, which is just a joy. And I thought I would find a page that would speak to me about, oh, well, I think oops, that's the other side of that page, and that's just a little bit too delicious. What about this one? This book is wonderful. Oh yes, here it is. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this side because that side is not tickling me. So this is going to be the back of a sheet or an embellishment. Yes, let's see if I have anything. I went back into the box and pulled out some more of these, and look at that. Doesn't that just work together? Well, yes, it does. Let's just do this. Now, before I go on, I'm going to check that this is going to fit nicely on the page of the journals that I make. Alrighty, yes it is. So, this one will work. This one will work. Very good. So, one at a time. I do hope that you have had an enjoyable weekend. I certainly am over my griping, but I'm sure you understand that I look at talking to you about these things because what are friends for but to listen to griping? And I must say that I thought when we built this house that I had seen the back of Home Depot, but I had another little Home Depot dose, which did not do too much for my questionable sanity at that point. But there's no place that one can get shelving and all of the things needed. Let's see if there's anything for this one. I'm going to keep this paper for this one. Let me put this aside for the moment. Let's see what we have now. Anything here? I don't think so. I also took apart a book. That might do very nicely. That might do very nicely indeed. And I still have some of this oh yes, this paper that I have used on all of these embellishments, these raggedy bits. Why don't I just build two at once? Let's do that. Yes, two at once works for me. Here we go. That's the start of that one. Some music. Some music, definitely. And This needs something else. What does it need? Well, when all else fails, let's check black and white. Let's just check black and white. Maybe. Maybe. Could be. Oh my. Oh my. Yes. And maybe this one over here. Let's see what else we might have. All right, that's going to be... You'll notice that all of this desktop was revamped, so I have my little containers right within reach. But that magic envelope, it didn't get a chance to move. It's right there. Now, same place that it was before. That and my Thurber book. Alrighty. What do we need here? Anything? Yes. Now, I'm starting to wonder if I'm not overdoing the distressing on everything. So, in this case, I'm thinking I'm going to just put some distress on the background, the card. Whoa, this is kind of hiding that an awful lot. Let me remove these a little bit. There we go. That's better. That's better. And there's going to be no stitching on this one because the thread is brown, and this girl is too lazy to argue with thread and bobbin changing. Just the truth of the situation. That might just be the straw that breaks the camel's back. So, here we go. Now, I'm wondering, didn't I have a piece of... Yes, I did. I had a piece of right here. I have to rework that later. Do I want a little bit? Do I want a little bit of this cheesecloth? Come on now. I know there's two of you there. Maybe. I've also decided to go for a new pair of scissors. The ones that I always use have been with me since I started mixed media at the end of 2014. So, yes, a little softness. Maybe a little less than that, but still happening. Now, how about, I think I'm just going to use Dove Gray, just to see what happens at finishing. I have a, well, that doesn't make me too happy. Let's go up one more color before I go back to inking. Let's try Stone Gray. Yes, that's better, that's better. Just a little bit here and there. Okay, Stone Gray it is. And now, I'm thinking some, just a little bit of cheesecloth here. Oops, I have no waxed paper. I have to get some. I can't function without it. Well, the world is under control again. Now, believing that there, this here, yes. Let's do these 2 points. The opposite side of this, as you can see, is from the chopped journal. And that should work. And now this one. This one. That's better. Much better. Here and here, that way. And let's get this one in the correct position, Carol. I'm thinking yes. Now, parallel to the writing on the back page. Okay, we have a start. Yes. Now, over here. I watched a video the other day in which it was a question as to how one is able to do a lot of cutting and have a good result and do a lot of it. And one of the things that I learned eons ago when I was doing something similar to this way back in the 70s, that the trick is to move your paper, not your scissors. And if you'll notice then, there I was just moving the paper around in the scissors and not moving the scissors. And I thought to myself, yes, I remember that. Let me try it, and it does work. It does work a treat. Alrighty, let's just do here. And I'm quite enjoying not distressing every little bit of paper. Just this background so that it will pick it off whatever this in turn is placed on. So now I want to try to keep some of this and that. Easier said than done. Now, do I want this or not, or less of it? Let's go with less of it. Let's go with less of it, yes. Let's just go with some right there. All right, now next, I believe I have that next, but I'm not sure about this now that I look at it. Not sure at all. Not sure at all. I need some more green right there. Oh yes, wait a minute. These might be nice because they're they might be nice there. Something else here. No, I don't want to cover up. I don't exactly want to cover up that greenery that was on the card. However, let's see what's going on here now. brings out the brown, and that leaf brings out some of the brown, the brownish shade in the music paper. Now where is this one going to go now? Now where are you going to go? Here and here. I think so. Okay, let's work backwards now. That was there. That was there. This in this position. This up here. This up here. This here. This here. This wants to go there. Let me put that in first. Yes. Now I'm going to try putting the glue just behind the darker leaves and flowers. Where were we? I don't need anything on that side. Okay, right here is the cutoff. And right there. Yes. If it wasn't for that little magic envelope on my desk, I probably wouldn't have these bits and bobs, because this came out of a magazine from 2 years ago. But I liked it because I like swans. So, alrighty, where are we now? Where are we now? Nope. I don't know why, but no. I'm thinking that these could be embellished even more when I place them in whatever journal or wherever I use them. I might have add more to them, but I think these two are ready to go. So now my next step is to share this. I went down into my one of my new books, and I pulled out some bits that I thought might work. These are just the extras, the offcuts, but I thought these might work quite nicely. That's an offcut, definitely. So we have this. We have all of these that I've taken. And I'm thinking spring, aren't we all? So, here this goes. It's going to go into the magic envelope. But these, I was thinking, might be fun on a card. So I've gotten some rather nice white card out. How do I want to do this? Wouldn't this be nice? Let me fold this one up about there. And this was here, trimmed down a bit, and this was here. That would be the start of the card. So I'm going to trim this one off right about there. And I'm going to shorten the entire card to about there. And I'm going to do that on 2 of them. Yes, I am. Well, it's Monday afternoon, and I'm back to my embellishment stash, and I'm working on some journaling pockets. Largish ones. I just felt I wanted to do that, and I picked some papers from my book, and it looks as though I'm having a purple season right now. So, behind the scenes, I went to a journal that I'm making. Let me show you, and so that I would get the correct size. I'm going to be making another one of these journals, and this is the correct size when it's folded. So I like the paper to be smaller than the page, although a significant part of the page. So that's how I came to that size. I cut and folded, of course, picked my papers, and then for these, because I want them to be pockets, I decided that the pages from the book pages were too thin. They worried me as to whether or not they would handle use. So I went into my stash and I found these, well, in my mind, not so gorgeous sheets, and I thought I would use these to back these tuck spots, and of course use my very favorite cutter to round the corners. So that's where I am now, and before I go on, I'm going to set these aside and think about this back, because I want this to be a nice journaling page. And so I'm going to use, where is it hiding? I'm going to use some StazOn Royal Purple. And my handy dandy line maker. It's getting to be quite thick with paints, which makes it even more wonderful as I add to it. So, Royal Purple it is. Let's have some. To give a hint of a writing spot. I don't want it to be perfect in any way. And there we go, there's one. And just a little more at the bottom. And some more. And that takes care of the back of that one. And back we go. Now let's make sure that these lines are parallel to the bottom of this sheet. And one more, just a little bit right here. I'm just going to kind of plunk it down over here. I just want a little bit of it. There we go. So now I can add some stamping to that to add a little pretty. But now we're back to that one. And this I'm planning on having there. And I want that white bit of paper to show to play up the white background. Yes, I do. So let's have a little bit of stenciling. Some very, very, very light stenciling on the inside, just as a starter. I want it to be quite light, and I'm going to use my Distress Oxide Wilted Violet. Make sure that it is very, very light. Now, is it light enough? Oh yes, just a hint. Some areas just a little bit darker, that will be fine. Let's see how we have this working now. Excuse me, getting froggy voiced again. The pollen has been absolutely incredible in Florida. I think that will be enough. I think that will definitely be enough here and there. Now something for up there, but I'm going to work on the other one. For the moment. So we have an opening here, but if it's closed up here, it could be a tuck, but also definitely that right here. And I think on this one, I'm going to do this favorite stencil, but I don't think I'm going to do purple here. I think I'm going to play up that green. Yes, I am. Here it is. Peeled paint. Peeled paint it is. Here, very nice. Just a nice light bit here and there. Let's see where we are on this one. And this. Yes. Yes. So peeled paint and wilted violet came through. Now, something. How about some collage? You know where I'm reaching. Let's just see. Violet came through the last time, so let's give a look. Well, not so wonderful this time. I guess I'm spoiled. Oh my. This is too similar to that. Although, this isn't. That isn't. My. What have we here? Let's see what we can do. This is better. My, oh my. Let's get out my new scissors and see what I can manage. Let's get the violets, let's get it down to the bottom here. And the inside of that mark. Now, that should be this way and this way. So let's, where are you? I don't think so. Now I'm going to just leave these at this point because when I finally am going to add them into a journal, there might be other things that I think are needed. So, that's strange. I have to do certain things in a certain way in order for me to have any hope of getting them where they need to be. Going past? No, we're not. Done. And about to be done. So we have the bare bones. I'm going to go and find a stamp that tickles me for this. I will return. Well, I have decided on this stamp for this empty section on the back of both of these. Let's see what we have here. Ah, very pretty. Very pretty. Whoops, let me open this so that it is flat as it can possibly be. Very, very nice. And one more here. Right here again. The ghost is pretty too. So that's going to be ready to be put away. And now, yes, I think so. I'm thinking, yes, because I don't know, as I said, when I actually decide to use this, what else I might want to add. But Alrighty, on this one, I like it. Yes. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video with me while I craft in bits and pieces while working around in this renovated studio. But this has been such fun, and so reminds me of why I'm doing all of this work and why my husband has been the most helpful possible. And I have this little bit of pretty to show for it and to make my time kind of worthwhile. If you have enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Bye till next time.